Hello, fellow Sunolins. It's time for another experiment, so let's jump into Suno. And what we're going to do right now is go to version 5.5 and have some fun. I'm going straight into voice to create a new clone. This clone I create is going to be done with my crazy falsetto. That's right, I've got a crazy falsetto mode, and I'm going to fetch that and I'm going to upload it to Suno. So I'm going to use my Crazy Neo for this. Let's upload it. It is very high indeed. And I had to constrain myself so I didn't scare the neighbors. Okay, you get the idea. So let's hit use voice. Sing sweet melodies with clear and shining voices, always honest. Sing sweet melodies with clear and shining voices, always honest. Sing sweet melodies with clear and shining voices, always honest. Let's submit. Verifying your voice. This is a step that a lot of you have had issues with. And trust me when I say a lot of people have had this. If English is a second language, don't lose hope. Just keep at it. I'm sure this will be solved in due time. All right, let's hit that. I'm going to call this crazy falsetto. And then I am going to just name everything else that as well. The image, Screaming Man. That's going to be the image. Because this is quite high, I decided to make it as high as possible for full expression. Go ahead and hit save. And, ooh, that didn't pass moderation. Try again. Huh. Alright, let's go to voice. So it didn't pass moderation. That is quite wild. I'm glad this is happening because you can see even I am facing this as well. So let me try again. First of all, let me make sure this microphone is being picked up properly by Suno. So I'm going to hit record, check 1, 2. So I know it is. So I'm going to try my upload one more time. Let's do that. Oh, let me just check. See, okay. Try one more time. I'm not sure why I'm getting so much resistance. But let's try one more time. Okay. The voice is quite high. Yeah. So that doesn't sound like the person speaking. I'm guessing that could be the problem. Let me try. Singing softly in the quiet evening air sounds delightful. Singing softly in the quiet evening air sounds delightful. Singing softly in the quiet evening air sounds delightful. Try to make it sound as much as possible like my falsetto, which is very rough and high. This morning in particular. Okay. Well, we're going to try it again. And I'm just going to call it falsetto 2. I don't know why it didn't. I mean, if it got this far, is it because I called it crazy? I don't understand. Let's just do a headset. And that's going to be my logo for it this time. And I understand the frustration. Now I'm getting a taste of the medicine that, I'm telling people to, okay, just take it easy, take it easy. Alright, it looks like it did work this time. And you saw the outrageous thing I did when I was, you know, trying to get my voice to go through. But anyway, we've got that. I have some songs that I could redo of this. I know some folks have said, what about doing an edit? That's not a bad idea. I could try that as well. But anyway, I'm going to use my clone, and in more options, I'll just make sure the setting is what I typically recommend. I'm going to crank this up into the 70s for the style, and I'm just going to call it Take the Wheel 2. It's a very boisterous a cappella song with some pretty outrageous chords as engineered and designed by me. So I'm curious to know what my voice would sound like in all of the voices, because, you know, it's pretty outrageous, and I'm wondering if the end result will be equally outrageous. So let's give it a few more moments to cook. You are probably not hearing a lot of what I was doing because I actually turned down the volume, but you're going to hear it now anyway. So take the wheel, and you can see this is with my Falsetto 2, which has I didn't really go down to my lower range, so I'm curious to know what this is going to sound like. Let's check it out. You must take the wheel, that you must take the wheel. Now that's sounding pretty ridiculous. Let's hear this. So I'm gonna crank up my audio influence way up to like the 80s because I want to hear a little bit more of my timbre. So let's do that, and let's check out what happens. I'm expecting it's gonna be more raw and more compliant to my timbre and tone. While there is an influence as it's trying to copy this existing song, I still expect to hear my, original timbre. Let's check it out. Let's hear that. So that's crazy, but still I need to hear a little bit more of my timbre and tone. So let's do this. Let's just go straight into voice, Falsetto 2. I'm gonna crank my reference all the way up, and I am going to see what Suno does with this. This is gonna be crazy. So it will be a true test, because another feedback that I got from other people is they want to hear more of themselves. I'm always like, okay, crank it up and you'll hear more of yourself. This is what I did on day one. Let's check it out. You must take I'm hearing a little bit more of my timbre and that little husk in the high register.
You must take the wheel. You must take the wheel.
I'm definitely hearing more of myself in that. Now let me crank it all the way up to 100. Let's crank the style all the way up to 100. This is going to be pretty crazy. And I dare say, if we crank the weirdness up into the 80s, you will get a crazy output. I'm not expecting to get anything coherent, but you don't know if you don't try. So let's try 88, 100, 100 for the craziest and who knows what. Check it out.
You must take the wheel. You must take the wheel. You must take the wheel. You must take the take the You must take the wheel. You must take the wheel.
It's pretty crazy. All right, here's the other 88 and 100, 100 one. Get ready. This is still spinning. It's conjuring up some monstrosity. All right, since we're already going in that direction, let's do 100, 100, 100. We're just gonna call this 100 max. Okay, you saw it happen only here on this channel. What happens when you do 3 100s in a row? You get the crazy Inventor mode. And the crazy Inventor mode, it could be quite interesting. You see, you don't know if you don't try. Now, for this one, take the wheel, I did put in an a cappella to begin with to form the song. So Suno still has that reference. So it's based on a very complex arrangement. But let's check it out.
Take the wheel. You must 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 take the wheel.
That is wild. Second version.
You must take the wheel. You must take the wheel. You must take the wheel. You must take the wheel.
That was crazy. Now I'm getting quite a lot of success with a crazier approach. I'm going to take it down to 50 and leave these both at 100. See what happens. And may not be as adventurous, it might be a bit more down to earth. Let's check it out.
You must take the wheel.
That's definitely more in my timbre.
You must take the wheel. You must take the wheel. You must take the wheel. You must take the wheel.
Crazy. All right. Let's hear this one.
You must take the wheel.
That's more like it.
You must take the wheel. You must take the wheel. You must take the wheel. You must take the
So I'm gonna give it some good marks for this because it did get the timbre and tone that I used to sing, and it's rather entertaining. So there you have it, 100, 150, and 100, 100, 100. Absolutely bananas. Let me know what you think of this wild experiment, and I hope you have fun as much as I am having with this thing. Bye for now.